Hello, people of the world. Today I'm reviewing Viking ship and the Midgard Serpent. I believe this one's and. There's also another ship, which is Viking ship versus the Midgard Serpent, so make sure I don't get the names mixed up. I might make a comparison between the two in the future. Anyways, this is a... My chair is rubbing up on the desk. Hold on. This is a Creator 3-in-1 set, which means there's 3 different builds. This is the first one after I film this. I'll do the time lapse of how this got built, and then I'll review the next build, and then the time lapse of that, and then the next build, time lapse of that. Essentially just the format of 3 reviews, but put into one video. Also, this might cut randomly at random moments, because for some reason, my storage was almost full, so I got rid of some things, and getting rid of things made my storage even more full somehow. That's not how that's supposed to work, but that's how Apple thinks it works, because Apple is stupid and wants me to buy something with more storage, but I won't, because Apple is stupid. Anyways, let's get to actual review. First off, 4 minifigures still stay the same throughout all the builds, I'm pretty sure. I believe most of this stuff at the front does. I might be wrong about that, but I think it does. So, first off, minifigures, you have this Viking lady. She has a new hairpiece. This is so far exclusive to the set. Also, all their torso prints are new and exclusive to the set. Okay, there, that's focused. Cool. Also, this head print is dual molded. She also comes with a spear. Then you get this Viking dude, which I would assume is like the chieftain. Also, he has I believe that came with Craven the Hunter originally, fur coat piece. Yeah. They made a historically accurate Viking helmet like a year or 2 ago that I feel like would have been better to use on these guys because it would have looked cooler. And then they also wouldn't have used the same mold they've been using for Viking helmets for a very long time. But I digress. I like this torso print. This guy's probably my favorite of all the minifigures. The next 2 both have the same torso print, so you'll see it better on the other one because this guy's is covered up by a beard. The beard is detachable. He has a battle axe, fairly basic. This lady has the same torso print as the previous guy. And, yeah. Alright. And then you get this barrel, which comes with 2 crystals in it. Fairly simple and standard for most Lego Viking-related things, considering like all the sets in the old Vikings theme had treasure chests full of crystals, even though they were Vikings, not pirates. Anyways. Get some water because my throat gets dry really fast. Then you have your mom. I'm sorry, that was wrong to say. It's a cow. That was insulting to the cow. I should not have compared it to your mother. Anyways, I really like this build. Head can rotate up and down. And I believe this is based on the coloring and the way it uses this, what's that? Not slope. Curve piece there. Exponential slope. No, because of that, I was assuming it's one of those cows who has like the hairy heads that like cover up their eyes. You know what I'm talking about. Ice cream cones for legs. Yeah, alright. That was your mom. Okay, now we get the Midgard Serpent, Jormungandr, my favorite mythological creature. The other Jormungandr is better than this one. I'm just gonna flat out say that now. First off, that one used bionicle pieces. Second, that one was just bigger, which, considering it's supposed to be the size of, well, Midgard being Earth, this is not the size of Earth. Also, this one doesn't have as much articulation, because the other one, like, every body could move all over the place. This one, it's just the tail. Actually, I'll start from the head to show you the thing, and I'll top out the articulation moment. So first off, the head has a couple joints, so you can move it up. You can also move it at that one point in the back. You can adjust these side fins. I do like the side fins, which the previous Serpent didn't have. Yeah, also, oh no, the head doesn't, the head can turn side to side down here at the neck, but that's the neck, not the head. The head can open though, or the mouth, sorry, I'm opening your head. No, that's what I was saying. Oh yeah, he has one of these newer swoop. That's what I was gonna call those pieces from swoopy pieces. That's his tongue. He has no skin on the bottom of his mouth, which is incredibly concerning. but roughly resembles my elbow, so I won't get mad at him for that. Then you go to this block, which uses a bunch of snot techniques like the rest of his body, but it doesn't move. This whole area down here doesn't move. So from this rotating bit, you don't get to move anything until all the way back here, because this is all just one Technic mass, which I hate. I know the previous one was like all hard to set up, but the fact that you could rotate it, because this is a marine creature, you want to be able to put it in a swimming pose. This can't do a swimming pose, and I hate that so much on this thing. This thing looks so cool. I saw it in pictures. It's like, hell yeah, that's gonna be awesome. But you can't put it in a goddamn swimming pose. So anyways, you get down here. These are all Exoforce ratchety joints. So yeah, that's what they have all the way up the tail until you get to the top. All these segments are roughly the same build, but they get smaller in size, and actually this one gets bigger. Anyways, they get smaller in size. Then eventually you get to the top where you have mixel joints and you have a dinosaur tail at the end. Which the other one also had a dinosaur tail at the end. Except it had 3 of them, which was cool. And they didn't come in the color they're supposed to come in, which I find interesting. Bricklake doesn't even list them in the right color. I'll talk about that when I compare these two sets in a future video. Sorry, OCD messing up his head. But yeah, bitch can't swim. That's sad. Then we get to the ship, because I'm taking too long for this video. Holy cow, it's 7 minutes already, and all I did was talk about a giant green dick. Okay, first off, head of the ship, really cool build. The ship, the whole, like, side sections are just one massive snot build, which was kind of repetitive, but it was also really fun and interesting to see the way it was built. You have 4 shields on each side. All of them are different. Then, first off, as you noticed, this is shaky, because it's a loose connection. At the top, you have what I was assuming are to be Odin's Ravens. Sorry, like I predicted, the video cut out. So anyways, you have Odin's Ravens. They're built out of fins and Overwatch guns. They're actually pretty cool builds. I'm trying to think of a good way to get into this, because the whole sail thing is in the way. And that's not an easy thing to detach. Okay, let's just... Front, you have these torches, pretty nice. You have this ballista looking thing, which can go up and down, side to side. The way it works, you have these gray ammo pieces down here. Slide one into the ballista, and then I think it's you pull back and let go, and it shoots. You could also, in theory, just push, but the pull back is better. You have 6 of those. So yeah, you can just load one into the hole. God damn it. You can load one into the hole at the front. Yes, go in the hole. That's what she said. And then you pull back and bazinga. That's gone forever. Okay, then you have this basin in here to put people, put your mom. My dick doesn't fit though. Anyways. Then you go farther to the back, you have a table eating area, you have a place to put each of the characters while they roast your mom. Sorry, I keep insulting the cat like that. There's a single mug, for some reason. The Vikings didn't have mugs. They did have ear spoons. There's a tail at the back of the thing, and 2 fish cooking over a fiery spit. Not too much other detail to go on with here, although it might not show up on camera that well. But these sand green slopes there's 2 or 3 different shades of sand green that they have for some reason. Like, it's the Lego labels, it was all one color, but they have like very distinct differences in the color. Like, this one and this one are 2 very different shades of sand green. Like, from far away they look the same, but from close up they look different, although this is all supposed to be one color, so Lego's color consistency is all screwed up. Also, from the bottom, the boat is quite colorful. So yeah, that's what we have for that set. Made your mom is now an amputee. Anyways, you'll see the time lapse of how this got built. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be taking this apart and wasting my life to build the other version, which I want to say is the Fenrir and the tree. And then after that, the house. Anyways, yeah. I'll see you after like a 30-second time lapse. And we're back. So, this is the second build. This is Fenris or Fenrir, however you want to pronounce it. I used to pronounce it Fenrir. Recently, I've turned toward more to Fenris. I don't know why. I just have. I think Lego officially calls it Fenris, but it could be whatever. Whatever. Yeah. Tree. The minifigures are almost the same. Also, if there's background noises, and also the reason it's kind of dark and gloomy is because there's a hurricane outside right now. But I'm filming anyways to stay on that grind, even though I am way behind. But whatever, who cares? Anyways, now to the build. All the minifigures are the same as they were in the previous build, same weapons and everything, except this guy has an extra shield. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's happening there. Then, we'll start with the tree, because the tree is what gets built first. So first off, this tree is pretty wobbly, because it's just a giant Technic axle. Actually, it's 2, I think. Yeah. This is literally, they just took the mast of the ship and turned it into a tree. I see that's what this section is up here. Looking at the box, I thought it could rotate, but it can't. You can twist it, but you're not supposed to. Then you have a little campfire down here. The campfire got made from the legs of your mom. So, yeah, the cow. There's wind outside now because of hurricane. I really like this little terrain build, actually. I like the variety of colors they have here to make it actually, like, textured and looking, like, it reminds me of, what are they called? The super taigas in Minecraft with the console ground and the giant trees. Anyways, I really like this ground texturing. And you have this little thing on the side you can flip down, and the 2 gems that were in that barrel are now there, right? Also, this is, actually, I'll mention after the dog. But yeah, that's that. Then we get to Fenrir, or Fenris. This looks black on camera, but it's mostly dark blue, some black, some brown. Just a Lego build of my dog, but whatever. So, we'll start with articulation. Both the head and the tail can rotate side to side, and then can bend up and down. I was showing them at the same time because they do the same thing. Then the mouth can open and close. The legs are both on, all 4 legs are on ratchet joints to do this, pretty much. Back legs are the same. Only the front feet can rotate, the back feet are fixed in place. But now to appear, oh yeah, also the ears can bend. I think I mentioned the mouth can open and close. First off, the head looks kind of like a giant rat, but I can forgive it. It also does kind of look like a dog. I really like the way the tail looks big and bushy. And also, they have some, like, bits of the ends of brackets sticking up in the back, which normally, my throat always dries up. What the actual hell is wrong with my throat? I don't know. But anyways, there's, like, these little spurs here, which normally I'd say that's unfinished. They shouldn't have left that in, but, I mean, on dogs, they do kind of have, like, weird little furry tufts there. Also, there's a bunch of open studs on the legs, and also these, studs with the, lightsaber pin piece would normally be out of place, but I kind of like them because it looks like little bits of fur sticking out, sort of like how in Bionicle Pahatu had Technic pins just sticking out of random body parts because they're supposed to look like spikes because Lego didn't have spike pieces at the time. Also, I like how the brown pieces are like weird fur pattern shapings. Yeah, there's also just some random bits because most of the pieces in the set were designed for a boat, so they just had to use what they could to make a dog. But I could easily see this being turned into like a mech for like Chima or something. Like it would blend if you changed the color palette. It would blend in with the wolf tribe. Also, if you noticed, this is a lot less pieces than were in the boat, right? This is the smallest of the 3 builds in the set. And this is like, the whole set is like $100, right? And the boat definitely is $100. But if you rebuild it into this alternate build, it's like 40 is what I'd estimate for it. I'd give it worth of 40. Lego would probably say 50, 55. But 40 is what I would say, because this, they could have utilized so much more. Like, they could have made Fenrir or Fenris, whatever you want to call them, significantly bigger. They could have made this ground section much larger also. They have enough pieces to just bulk both of these up insanely, or just add a whole other build. Like, they could have built, like, a small ballista with the parts they had. Because, the reason I say that is, this, like I said, would be roughly $40, because out of the $100 set that was the boat, and you build this instead of the boat, you have all of these pieces left over. That's a lot of damage. But look at all that. Most of these are actually stuck together just to make sorting them easier after I took the boat apart to build the wolf. So look at all this. There's like loads of possibilities of stuff they could have added onto this with these parts, but they didn't. I don't see why they didn't. Like, they could have even just made the train or the dog a bit bigger, but they were just like, okay, we're just gonna stop here and have all of this left over. I'm hoping a much more of this gets utilized in the house, because if the house also has this much left over, that would just be sad. Speaking of the house, here's going to be the time lapse for the dog build, and then after that, like 30 seconds of that, you'll get the house. And see you in a minute. Alright, for finally to the last part of this video. This is being filmed 2 weeks after the rest, because I didn't have free time, and then I got sick, and then a bunch of other crap happened. But I'm finally to it. Dog, what are you doing? My dog is doing things. Hi there, dog. Okay, so, will you stop it? She keeps licking me. Like, my hands, not a weird licks, but like, she's licking my elbows and keeps moving the camera. Okay, there she goes. So, this house, no one's watching anymore, but I'm doing this anyways, because what the fuck is that? There's something weird and sticky on the table. Okay, just off camera. And I promise it's not cum. I don't do that. No fap for the win. Anyways, the minifigures are the same. These 3 all have just swapped weapons from before. She is the only ones who have kept the same weapon in all 3 builds, I believe. This guy has a custom hammer. Pretty snazzy. Your mom is back, and this time she's dragging along a plow. Isn't that great? So yeah, cow and the plow. Cool. Then we get some burning hay. Pretty self-explanatory. Then we get this little dragon. This guy's pretty cool. He has some points of articulation. There's something I was gonna say about him, but I forgot what it was. Also, I do like the way they use these curved pieces to kind of look like the wings. The only issue is the patagium ended up on the front, not the back. House time. I forgot even what the structure of this house is like because I built it 2 weeks ago. Okay. open, actually, this will probably be easy. Yeah, I'll do this. Okay, so first off, the lower section, this little river bed, which doesn't make any sense the way physics work. Grassy rock, anvil, little patio out here. I'm assuming this is snow. Barrel. You get inside, there's a throne over here, a fireplace, a pot, and that's pretty much it. Second floor, you got a bunch of shields on the walls and what are presumably beds in the rafters. And yeah, perfect place for you to put your Icelandic sausage stealing elves from Christmas. So, I forget which way this goes. I think it's this way. Actually, no, it was the other way. So yeah, that's that set. Even though it's been over a month since my birthday, this is only the second birthday set I've managed to review out of 5. Just because this one was annoying. So, yeah. I'll see you guys eventually. And, please like, subscribe if you're still here. That would be helpful. Thank you. And if you are still here, you're the only person who watched this video who won't die in a house fire tonight. Just want to make you aware of that. But you will still die in a house fire if you don't subscribe. So please do that. And Auf Wiedersehen.